Hey, I meant to ask you, like, I rated you like a week or two ago, and you were playing like a Stephen Hawking simulator. What were you doing?
Wait, are you talking about the Banished Vault? Where
Whatever
I
it
was
was, you're
traveling
talking
to
about
planets,
atoms.
and then I would like, we'll get 1 unit of selenium, and then take that back to this planet. We need 7 fuel units and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, that was like a board game, like a European style board game that was turned into a digital toy, and I enjoyed it immensely.
You enjoy it. Did Chad enjoy it?
They seem to have a pretty decent time. And honestly, like the environment in the chat was pretty good. The only reason I haven't played it again on stream is because it's a lot of thinking. So like
Hmm.
playing 3 hours of that, at the end of it, I was like, I'm glad I did that, but I don't think I'll do it again for a while.
Can you win?
I won, but it's like
Oh.
it's more of like a campaign sort of situation. So I beat like the 3rd scenario or something like that.
Hmm. Speaking of campaigns,
Yeah, I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3. I think that
you
I
know,
don't. You know that I like to be a contrarian, but this is my honest. It's not like I have I wait to have an opinion until I see what other people's opinions are, and then I take the opposite. It's just that my typical opinion tends to sometimes run counter to the norm. The fact that and yesterday it had crazy viewership. Don't get me wrong, and obviously there's some outliers that are crushing it, like from an analytics standpoint, and a lot of viewers enjoy watching it. By the way, again, I'm not just saying this because Macros is here and he worked on the game.
Macros, Julian Avelsgaard worked on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I saw him tweet that, but I didn't. I thought it was just from some indie game or something.
I'm just saying that I think it's one of those. It's like, you know what it is I would equate it to like somebody being really excited to like run a marathon, and they come out like really hard in the first 2 or 3 miles of the run, and then buckle in, Buster, because you got another 23.2 miles to go. Like you haven't even gotten started. You had a great stream day one. Spent 4 hours making your character. Got to watch 2 cutscenes, do 1 battle. New record viewership. That's great, and I'm genuinely happy for you. Call me in a month and a half when you're halfway through Act 2 of 4 and the viewership is dwindling and Chad is crickets, and you're saying things like, what's your favorite fast food restaurant, chat? And people are coming to the stream like, hey, what did I miss? And they've missed like 40 hours, and they're like, who's this half lizard sorcerer guy? And you're like, I'm just saying. And by the way, I've been slandered because we never finished Divinity Original Sin 2. People keep saying like, oh, it's just not NL's type of game. I love Divinity Original Sin 2. I played the first half of the game through with Mathis, and then we were like, this thing's too long to finish and nobody's watching it. And then we ran it back with Team Unity and we played half of it again. And we said, this is a great game. Well, maybe 3 of us said, this is a great game, but it's too long and nobody's watching it. So I've been down this road not once but twice, which is why I'm here to say, like, I'm stoked that for the gamers. Oh, for the gamers, I'm stoked for Baldur's Gate 3. For the viewers, I'm simply saying, be patient.
See you in Super Auto Pets next week. So this is how I know marketing works, right? Like I see everyone playing Baldur's Gate's tweets. You see pictures, you see action, you see dice flying around. I'm like, all right, like I want to check this thing out. Go into YouTube, type in Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay trailer. 3 seconds of gameplay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you don't need it.
I don't
trick
need yourself. Like you didn't like Original Sin 2, or at least you were kind of like tired of it by the time we said let's not play this anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I really the problem for me is hello. The problem for me is I really like the combat, but it's frustrating to play it online. Because if you ever skip any dialogue, people are like, oh, that's just NL. He hates lore. Meanwhile, like I have no problem watching like a Death Stranding cutscene for 90 minutes and just becoming like a digital React Andy. It's just like you walk into a tavern and someone you've never met before is like, here's 9 minutes of discourse about like a little goblin boy stole a loaf of bread from my store. Can you go get it back? And if you're ever like, come on, come on, come on, people are like, he does. If you don't even like this game, why would you keep playing it? It'll drive you crazy, man. People, you would be like enjoying a game, and then 10 minutes in, like 5 people in chat will be like, wow, let's take bets on until how long before he cans this one. And you're like, well, okay, let's pay out the casino right now because obviously you're not having a good time.
But see, like, this is just one streamer's opinion. What if you set the expectation that they're just going to hear the spacebar slammed multiple times anytime there's text on the screen?
I mean, I think that would help, but I don't know. I've kind of been doing that for like 12 years, and at the same time, people can't help themselves, man. Hey, I know you don't want to do a side quest right now, but do you ever consider this one side quest is different than the other side quest? This one's really... Oh, you're going to do the side quest with combat? No. Go talk to... We're going to spec 1 point into animal husbandry so you can speak to the cat outside of the tavern, and then you'll get a dialogue option that's really funny and completes the quest for you.
No, I'm all for it. Like, if I ever had a desire to play like real life D&D, I think I would just boot that up for a couple hours instead.
I'm pro Baldur's Gate 3, just for the record, or I haven't played it, but I'm pro Divinity Original Sin 2. And if I was in the 10th grade, like it would probably be my favorite game of all time. That it would be like the right place, the right time. I would beat the game. I would say this is the greatest game ever made. And if ever anybody was like, I don't think I would really like it, I would engage in ad hominem attacks insulting their intelligence and tell them to go back to something that they were having fun with, like Candy Crush or something. I would question their gamer cred.
This one's tracking.
Oh! Dathe. So instead of playing one game again, you play SAP over and over again? GlitchCon 2020. /user, capital in the first letter, Dathe with an underscore. Hang on, I'm just checking something. Following for 4 years, so relative new head. Badges, our place 2023 cake. I don't know what that means. GlitchCon 2020. That was the COVID TwitchCon, right? Prime Gaming, based, 2 timeouts. Now here's the thing. Normally when I see a chatter that's been around for a while, 2 timeouts, they're both from Moobot for accidental spam. Probably like a raise your dongers type thing. You got a timeout from a mod for 10 minutes last week. So what happened there? Let me see. I'm going back to July 26th. July 26th. Okay, hang on. That's July 27th. So you came right back. At mods, I wasn't being toxic. I just made a joke about the echo. You know what? It pains me to say it. I do think you got bodied by a false positive there, but you almost just caught one from me. And what would the rule that you broke be? The rule that you broke would be starting an argument for no reason. Why start an argument? You're not going to convince someone to like go out on a date with you with facts and logic, you know? Oh, you said you were busy and yet I see you on a date with a hot boy right now? Like, that means you should be going out with me instead. I just don't want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I don't need to build a 5-paragraph essay to tell you. I did out of common courtesy and because I think there was some entertainment to mine there as well. But at the same time, you're not going to Ben Shapiro me into committing to a 150-hour-long TTRPG, okay? If you don't want to see what's on right now, you got a television remote, you can change the channel. Okay? New season of Steven Universe out now on Cartoon Network. If you never want to see anything that challenges you or makes you feel the whole spectrum of human emotions, you just want something that's comfy and there's no bad people in it, Bob's Burgers is over there, okay? Bob's Burgers is full of bad people? I don't think so. Isn't it just about like a guy who's trying to run a restaurant? And like he's a pretty good dad, but it's like the conditions of the world cause him to sometimes become distracted or whatever. He deals drugs and kills people? Bro, that's Ozark. Or like the copycat Ozark. Breaking Bad. Who the heck is Jimmy Pesto? It's talking about Bob's Burgers, a show I've seen approximately 2 episodes of and have talked about for 5 hours as being, not being emblematic of being a bad show, but being emblematic of a show that I simply don't want to watch, okay? I'm just saying, now everybody's talking about Jimmy Pesto. Who the heck is Jimmy Pesto, man? Jimmy Pesto went to January 6th? Is January 6th like a restaurant or was it the insurrection? Because I would hate to go to my favorite restaurant January 6th and then have people think that I was trying to overthrow the Capitol. I tried playing Baldur's Gate 3 and just no. Listen. Chat, why don't you be mad at that person instead of me? I said it's probably a game for me, but you guys are lying to me and gaslighting me, telling me you're going to watch it when you wouldn't actually watch it. We would watch it. You didn't watch Divinity. We knew you wouldn't finish it, so as a result, I never chose to... Oh, you were watching Dr. Disrespect play PUBG, you fucking liar! I was waiting until you finished it, and then I was gonna go back and watch the VODs of all 147 hours of it. No, you fucking weren't. You were gonna watch 17 Defunct Land videos instead, okay? Which is, why wouldn't you? I'm just asking you to be true to yourself, okay? I did think it was hilarious, though. And just to be clear, I disagree with with his reaction. But I thought it was hilarious that Sinvicta started playing Baldur's Gate 3. And then on his first attack, he had a 95% chance to hit, and he missed. And then he just closed the game and started playing Remnant 2 instead. And he quit it forever. I was like, did you really quit it forever, or was it just for the bit? And he's like, no, I'm done. I was like, all right. Honestly, I think that if that happened to me, I probably would have cemented that I would have played it forever.
I just want to do the most damage, so... Oh, she has to move to it.
You bow.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, you break.
You missed a 95%. All right. Thanks for watching Baldur's Gate 3, everybody. Gonna move on over to Remnant 2.
My wife's got she's got a yellow moon on Discord. What am I supposed to do? Saw it and then I saw it say, yellow moon means she's away. None of you stand so tall. Yellow moon means no Discord call. It's a yellow moon. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yellow, yellow, yellow moon.